everybody, welcome to another episode of Car Addiction. Today is an awesome day. It's beautiful, it's sunny, finally summer is here. And the best thing about today is my best friend James finally pulled the trigger in his dream. James! James from Free Hugs Lambo, he finally bought his dream car, which is Lambo. How long you have been talking to me about getting a Lambo?
I don't know. How long have we known each other?
Yeah, pretty much.
But seriously, for only like the past...
No,
what?
You always told me that was your dream car.
Yes,
and then you had a hard-on for a Maserati. Thank God you didn't.
You know that.
Oh
yes.
my God! I even talked to his wife so that he doesn't get to buy a Maserati.
But they're still hot and they're still sexy.
When somebody else is driving it, somebody else deals with the DS, not you.
Okay.
All right, so James was able to buy his dream car, and let's show you guys.
Let's check it out.
So, what made you convince yourself to finally just, in this COVID times?
Yes. Man, what was it? Freedom? I don't know. Coming to, well, fuck. You know, I don't know. You know what? I think it really came down to, believe it or not, law of attraction. I know people are going to go, oh, not another law of attraction bullshit series. But for me, when I'm in that frequency and just concentrate on it, you know, I have that Subaru WRX, which I love, a big Subaru fan. But, you know, sometimes I'll be driving it. I'm like, oh, I'm driving a Lamborghini right now. You know, boom, 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 boom. And I get in that frequency, I never ask how it's going to happen. I live the frequency and it comes into my life. And then opportunities came where I was able to, you know, not have a job anymore, actually, right?
So this is where it freaks me out, because me as an individual, I need a secure source of income to sleep at night, because I want to make sure I pay my bills and whatnot. And part of the reason is, in early stages of my life, I have been very poor. I have been like, I slept on people's couches because I didn't have a home, and I spent times when I was hungry. I didn't have money for food. So me having a secure source of income is a big deal for me. It's actually make it or break it for me. But he quit his job. I don't know what he did, and then showed up with a Lambo.
Yeah, it's a very interesting story, I have to say. So I guess I'll just be honest with everybody. So I was involved with a family company, and it treated me very well. It was great. But it was a time where, you know, if you know anything about family companies, there was a lot of hitting heads, a lot of disagreements. You know, you want to change a company in a certain way with your style and what you know, and you just can't. So the opportunities aren't there. So at the time, my brother-in-law, who I love so much, Mauro, you know, had definitely our challenges and our difficulties big time for almost, 17 years in the business. 17 years. But you know what? As much as he's challenged me the most, I think, out of anybody in my life, as much as I wanted to judge him, as much as I wanted to punch him, and I'm sure he wanted to punch me many, many times, I learned with...
Mauro is also a good friend of mine, by the way.
Yeah, he's a great guy. And
Mauro is awesome.
But I really put my best foot forward, and I continue to love him, forgive him, just have so much gratitude for him to be in my life, to challenge me in a way that I didn't think I could be challenged. And he did challenge me to the ultimate point where I actually felt so good in my skin and felt so good of who I am, because it was how I was responding to him now, right? People give you these difficult challenges where you just want to pull out your hair and you feel like you have ulcers and you want to leave work every day and not even show up. But he gave me these challenges, but I stepped up and I loved him and forgave him, and did all these things, and I started being the person I truly wanted to be inside. You know, there's that person you want to be, but then there's that person that you really want to be, where you're just always feeling good, you feel comfortable in your skin, you feel it's your higher self that comes in and takes over. And so I was able to do that. And so I felt that time in my life, I felt good enough to go on my own. So, and I learned as much as I could, I felt from Maldo at the time. And it was great. And I felt he learned from me as well. But we both agreed that I was going to leave. I had another opportunity to help somebody in a different area. So I left February 1st. And, we gotta tape this. This is good for it. Go for it.
Nikra,
Yes.
James had a question for you. You're on loudspeaker.
Hi, how are you?
Hey James, I'm good. How are you?
Good. How's the little baby in the bun there?
In the oven.
In the oven. Is that what it is? In the oven?
Doing good.
Good. I have a question for you.
Yes.
How would you like to take the Lambo for a drive?
That's a good question. I love it.
All right. As long as the steering wheel can fit over the little bump there that's growing in your tummies.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna work, but we can try.
Hey, I'll get the shoehorn out. We'll get you fitting in this car, all right?
Oh, that's nice. Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. Looking forward to doing it.
Well, where are you guys now?
Oh, we're just in the middle of a parking lot with nobody around, just filming right now. And it's awesome. You're being filmed.
Do I get free hugs at the end?
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
That's the most important
There it
part.
is. That's a guarantee. That's what I'm looking for right there.
Yeah.
Free hugs. Awesome. All right.
Fantastic.
We'll set up a date.
Okay, definitely will.
Alrighty. Take care.
Okay,
Take
thanks.
care.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That's
All right,
awesome.
that
Cool.
worked.
So, going back to the story, I felt that, I left February 1st, 2020.
Yeah.
Went to go and do this new opportunity.
So February 1st, 2020 is
1 month before COVID.
for Canada. So March 1st is when we got hit like a Mack truck. But
Yeah.
it's literally in the beginning of COVID. Like, oh man.
Yeah, absolutely. So, well, it never came to fruition was the opportunity that I had because of COVID came. So it was about 2-3 months, zero job. My wife's not working at all. And so, of course, we have mortgage, we have car payments, we have kids and stuff like that. And so my wife goes to me because I help a lot of people with mental health or anybody who has problems or situations, whatever it may be. And so I have like a little office in my house that people would come over and I would help out with. So my wife goes, well, you got to start charging your clients more money, because you don't have a job. You gotta up it. And I looked at my wife and I said, I can't do it anymore. And she looks at me, she goes, what do you mean?
You're talking about LAF.
LAF, yeah.
Okay.
So she goes, what do you mean you can't do it anymore? I said, from this point on, I'll never charge anybody ever again. So I would charge my clients for whatever it is, or I've had retreats where it was $800 to come and see me, to do whatever. And so I always felt uncomfortable doing it, but in society and being in the spiritual realm of teaching and helping and stuff like that, it was always like, give and return. You have to, receive money to give whatever advice or help or energy work that you're supposed to do. And I just didn't feel right doing it anymore. And I said to my wife, I'm not going to do this anymore. And she kind of looked at me with this like dumbfound face and went like almost an understanding. Honestly, she looked at me. She was like, okay. She went she almost had like a download of going, okay, I accept this. I don't understand why I even said that, she says, but I accept it. So I continued to help people, never charged anybody for free because I put my best foot forward to help people even in the time of need that I need. Now, for most of your viewers don't know this, I've been connected since I was 5 years old. What connection is, it means that I deal with my guides, my angels, another whole realm since I've been young. So because I listened to them, it was about another 2 months later, they said, James, because you're doing what you're doing from the bottom of your heart, you have zero job, you're helping people, giving that 100% love, we want you to go to the bank. I said, okay, and I always listen to them.
Yeah.
And they said, we want you to go and start a stock portfolio, but you're going to meet this person and this person. And I went, okay. So between all of that, and I think I started that in May, within a short couple of months, I was up over 7 figures. Don't ask me how. 7 figures in the millions. Yes. I don't know if I ever told you this yet.
No, you told me
Oh, did I?
you did good. You
Oh.
did really good.
Yeah, well, that's my really good.
He didn't tell me 7 figures.
Yeah, so I made quite a
Wow.
bit of money in a short period of time, and I continue making money left and right. I'm making money sitting here right now, actually, with you. Even though the stock market is plummeting in some areas, and you see some YouTubers out there, or what you see on media, certain channels are going to show you fear, but when you really know everything down to the right connections, the people on the floor at the stock market, the billionaires who control most of it, when you know what they're doing and they're pushing the fear, what they want the collective to do, they're all shitting in their pants right now getting poor, and I'm just getting wealthier by the minute. And again, that is just financial abundance, so it came into my life, and so I was able to make so much. I was already retired within months. I go, well, I'm retired now. My wife's retired. And I know, it's almost like a dream, to be honest with you.
That's
and so
awesome. You did 7 figures.
So they came back to me and they told me, well, James, you're retired. I said, okay. They said, but now you're going to come out of retirement. I said, okay. I go, what do you want me to do? And then they said that they wanted me to open up this Quantum Financial Institute Wealth Management, where I'm able to help baby boomers, really, when it comes to helping. And I'll be honest with you, I want to be honest with all your people out there. So what they do with me is they actually take me and they put my energy inside of a baby boomer's body, like on their deathbed. And what a baby boomer is after World War II, there was many people that came back from the war and they were having tons of kids. So that's why most of our parents might have 7 kids in their family or 6 kids in their family. So those are baby boomers. So they put me inside a baby boomer's body on their deathbed and they said, what are they feeling? And I go, all they want is their grandbabies to be taken care of. That's their number one thing. They want their grandbabies to know that they're okay, and then they could cross over in peace with God. And I said, okay, so we'll set up a fund for the grandbabies. And then they were telling me about the proper nonprofits that are out there that go under because they're, well, look at COVID happened, right? You couldn't pay the bills, all these things, and then the donations don't come in or anything like that. So it's to help them generate a dividend on a monthly, income coming back to them. So they'll only keep building their wealth and get to help more people in this world, of the world that we want to live in. And it was also to help the 25 to 35 year olds that right now they cannot move forward in this world.
No, they're stuck.
They're stuck. So they need me to set up.
The weird thing is they don't even know.
Yeah, I know. They have like 5 to 10 grand in their pocket, still living in their parents' basement, and that's it. So it's to help them generate their own wealth and move forward. So that's the direction I'm coming into. But I just started last week is to really almost be that bespoke kind of tailor fit clients. And I don't even call it clients because I don't get paid for this. I just do it out of love. I do it out of fun. I don't have to work. I don't have to do anything. I just enjoy to live my joy every single day. So my joy is to help others. And if that's with mental health, if it's financial, or if it's giving free hugs. So I decided also, which was funny, on April 1st, right? I said if I get 111 subscribers on my channel at Free Hugs Lambo on YouTube and Instagram, I said, I'll take you guys with me to the Lamborghini dealership, buy it on the spot, which we did. And
on his channel, somewhere here, and in the bottom.
Yes, check out the card. And we got the 111 subscribers, got the Lambo, and now we're getting it wrapped with Free Hugs Lambo, and I'm going to show up at every car show, every spiritual show, and every festival, anywhere, to create more hugs, more love, to let people know that someone does care, because maybe they don't have that love at home, maybe they don't have that relationship, maybe they don't love themselves, and I just want to create that earth that I want to live on.
One thing I should mention, like, James has been doing this for,
oh my God, I've been doing it for so long.
I'm
that guy with the sign out in the middle of the street, free hugs, and I would just have lineup.
He doesn't
of
need
people.
a Lambo. Okay, he has been doing this with the sign for like 20 years or maybe more. So,
absolutely,
yeah, a Lambo helps.
I'm living my joy. Yeah. Hey, if it was a Hyundai, I'd drive in a Hyundai and do it. It doesn't matter, but I just love
like poor
Lambos.
people drive the Santa Fe.
Is that your Santa Fe?
Yeah.
And how many cars do you have?
Like,
exactly. All right, moving on. So,
yeah. It just
Yeah.
I promise myself, I give myself 2 years.
2
Within
years.
Two
Okay,
years.
2 years.
I really want to get an R35 Skyline.
Okay.
The other thing I really want to get is a 911 Turbo 997.
All right.
So that's my goal. That's my dream, and I'll do it.
100%. Before I got this puppy, I want to let everybody know there's no secrets for me. There's nothing to pay for, so everything is free for me to tell everybody. I mean, I would love to help and assist you with it, but even on my channel, I'm going to show people how I get everything in my life, and it actually starts with, again, the law of attraction. So I wrote myself an email. This is so funny. I wrote myself an email the day before my birthday. The day before your birthday is pretty important because it's really what your solar return. I'm big with the stars, a lot of energy. And so the stars are lined up a certain way to have things come into your life. So I wrote myself an email of what I want. And one was to live healthy and joy-filled with my family. The other one was living, financially abundant. The second one was, most of it was all with my family, number one. And I tell you, I have the greatest relationship with my family. We go on drives every day because of COVID, and so we're up in the farm area. But when it came to other things, it was to retire me and my wife. It was to move to Florida. It was to...
I remember him talking about this. He wanted to move to Florida, and I hated the idea because then we won't be able to hang out other than calling each other.
Yeah, but
terrible idea.
You don't understand. Still on my list is a private jet, and I'm getting to that.
Okay.
I'm getting to that, which you don't know yet.
Okay.
So, I also have a Huracan, a blue Huracan, an orange Aventador, and then I put on a Bugatti, and then I put on a LAF Ferrari, right? All these different other cars. And all these other things started happening. Within the 2 years, my wife and I retired. Me and my family are super healthy. We're always going on trips, laughing, hysterically, living a certain life. I got my Huracan, and it's funny because on my cell phone, it's actually a white Huracan with a white jet behind it. Even though I got a white Huracan here, it's actually going to be being wrapped blue. So that's where the blue comes in.
Okay. But you're doing a full
I'm
livery,
doing a
right?
full-on wrap,
Okay.
yes, by Showtime Spa. It's going to be
And custom,
amazing.
everything custom printed and whatnot.
Everything is, yes, it's actually taken a long time I met with the designer yesterday. Again,
It is a complicated process.
It is one of the craziest
And I want to be
wraps.
there.
You're going to be there for the
Okay.
reveal. You're going to be there for the media. Everybody's going to be there. Everybody's going to be there. Lamborghini, their whole
I
crew.
want to be there during the wrap. It's more fun.
You could. I won't see the wrap. I won't see it until it's revealed. I will not see anything. They're going to pull it out, and I'm going to see it for the first time. So,
Okay, we'll figure something out.
yeah. So now, believe this or not, you don't know this yet,
No.
but I wound up making more money, and I started looking into buying a jet now. So we might have to go somewhere on a jet. And if I move to Florida, or when I move to Florida, I'll be able to come back a little bit more quicker. But the thing is, it's so funny. I'm talking to my wife, and my little daughter doesn't want us to buy a jet because she's scared of small,
Confined spaces.
yes, confined spaces. So right now we have a Disney cruise coming out in Alberta or wherever we have to go. And so we're just going to take a private jet out there, see if she likes it. If she likes it, then we move forward. So it's crazy how quick things happen. And
That's
the number
awesome.
one thing,
That's awesome, actually. That is just awesome.
now I want to tell everybody.
There's
Everybody's like,
something called living your dream, and there's something called like achieving it,
yes,
and basically grabbing it by the balls or the balls
yes,
and doing it.
100%.
But
But
I need to learn.
one thing you can't do this. You can't ask how. Because people go, well, I only have X in my bank account. How can I achieve it? How can I? When you tell the universe how, it stops them from concentrating you on getting what you want. So when I'm driving my Subaru thinking I'm driving a Lamborghini, well, here it is. I'm not driving my Subaru going, how am I going to get this Lamborghini? How am I going to do this? The universe doesn't want to know that. I just clog the pipes. I need to just know that it's in my life, and when you're in that vibration, the universe doesn't understand the vibration. It just shows up.
Yeah.
You don't have to ask. I don't care if it's winning the lottery. I don't care if it's an opportunity. Somebody just comes and says, that's how it happened to me with me. Somebody gave me an opportunity at work, outside of work, and says, hey, I have something for you. So it just took me out of my work. That never worked out. So even if you think a plan was set up like, oh, this is gonna be great, and that doesn't work out. It was just another detour to bring you to your final destination. And that's why I don't shit myself or worry or I build up that anxiety, because the universe is always taking care of you. It's been taking care of you for 9 months inside your mommy's belly. It's been taking care of you ever since once you come out. So it's always, as long as you let it flow, go with the grain, don't go against the grain, you know? Because you going against the grain is, you know, is stopping you from achieving what you probably want. Then you keep going, why is this not in my life? Well, now you're bringing that law of attraction, why it's not in your life. So we have to always focus that we're driving this. Like for me, I'm driving a Bugatti, that's it. It will be in my life. I talk about jets every time I see jets. Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
This is exactly what the jet's gonna look like. It's gonna be white with 2 stripes, and it's gonna be 18-seater, because I could fly my whole family one trip somewhere, which would be also a dream for me to have. So always concentrate on that.
And you're gonna finally crack the Mile High Club.
There you go. Oh, who says? Who says I didn't?
Oh.
Oh, maybe we should cut that one out.
Yeah.
No, maybe we should really cut that one out.
That's not going out. Well, all right. But he did tell me about the Lambo. I was probably one of the, after Tanya, probably I was the one. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
It was so hard to keep it quiet. It was hard, you know. And like I'm really proud of you and what you do, how you do it, because I saw him in one of your lowest points, and then you bounce back, and it's not the first time he's bouncing back.
No.
You have done it many times.
You know, it almost becomes normal because it's the challenges, you know, and a lot of people back away from challenges. They have fear of challenges. They're scared, and they walk away, and then they live in a prison in their head, and they never move forward. For me, I invite it. I invite the darkness. I invite the challenge. I invite all of it, because I know it's only a hurdle. I know God just put it in front of me for me to get over, to live the life that I want. And I think if I had any advice for anybody, it's honestly to live your joy every single day, whatever it is. It's not about how much you make at work. Who wants to live at work? Who wants to go to a job every day that you're trying to get all this money, this and that? I know people who work 14 hours and they don't own anything because there's nothing to enjoy because they're working so much.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you want to flip fries at McDonald's, be the best fry flipper ever, you know, at McDonald's. At least you're living your joy for those 8 to 10 hours a day or whatever it is. Because when you live that joy, you live in freedom. That person's richer than somebody who's making $50 million a year because they have that freedom of doing what they love. So for me, I've learned how to start living my joy and get all those things in my life because you live in a certain frequency. When you live in that frequency, it's like tuning into a radio. If you're trying to listen to like a reggae station and you keep fine tuning it, you're living that reggae station over and over again, and you're in that vibe. And so when you live that joy of vibe, more comes into your life every day. And I don't have to ask how, it just comes. The frequency will just come.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
So let's talk about in your channel.
Yes.
You mentioned this is the first IT car.
Yes. So it's true.
Check the card.
Yes, just right here. Free Hugs Lambo. So, you know, my buddy asked me, is it a he or a she? And I said, well, it's actually, I think, an it. It's I'd have to put down other because it is the first transgender vehicle. And the reason why is because, you know, it's got a lot of masculinity and it's got a lot of feminine energy as well. So right now, I think it's a very healthy balance. And I named it Huggership. It's Huggership. That's it.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Is it gonna be on the wrap?
No.
Come on.
What, Huggership?
Yeah.
The word Huggership?
Yeah.
Maybe. We could do that. I still have time to put it in.
It doesn't have to be big. Like
I can
probably
put
at
it
the
on.
bottom of the door. It's Huggership.
So Dune, we're gonna put Huggership on there. Don't worry. Watch at the reveal. It'll say Huggership. Yeah, why not?
See,
right?
I put my input in.
There it is. Well, everybody had it. All the YouTubers out there would help me design the car, as well.
Yeah.
So like Sandy from Pennsylvania suggested on YouTube. I read everybody's comments. I listen to everybody. She wanted LAF on it. Great. I got this massive heart on the front with a hugging heart. That was from Bill from Brampton.
Mm-hmm.
I got a girl from Toronto, Melissa, with the way that the Lambo is and everything. So everybody's picked to develop this car. This car, I mean, yes, I own it, but it belongs to everybody. It's a collective hugging machine that's just going to go everywhere and spread that love and that hug and that good vibration for everybody. So I feel all of your viewers out there have a piece of this, and we take them on a journey. You know,
That would be awesome.
this is not going to be the only interview, obviously, we're going to do.
No, we're gonna go to car cruises
Oh, everywhere.
when the economy opens up, and I think within a month.
Yeah, and I'm not here to put.
Within a month, Ontario is gonna open up, and we're
Good to
we're
go.
just gonna do all of it. Like every weekend,
Yeah.
there's something.
I will be everywhere, 100%. And you know, just giving out hugs. And this car, all over North America. Once this thing's wrapped,
Yeah.
I'm going everywhere to wherever I need to go. So if it's Jay Leno's garage, you know, things of this nature, I'm there. I'll drive the car out there. I'll ship it out there. I'll go anywhere I have to go, just to spread more love to everybody out there, because that's what the world needs more. I'm creating the earth that I want to live.
Yeah.
And I think we all want to live it within us. I'm just doing something about it, personally for me. And I don't judge anybody else for doing something or not doing something. This is the best I know how to do.
I want, if you go to Jay Leno Garage, I want one of those T-shirts that says, "I got one wife and 150 cars."
Okay, I'll buy you that shirt.
Yes, I do want it.
I never saw that T-shirt.
No.
No.
So Jay Leno said that in Top Gear interview.
Okay.
So Jeremy Clarkson was going to flipping through the pages. There's like 8 pages of list of his car, 8 pages.
Yeah.
And then Jay Leno basically said, "Shut up! I got one wife and 150 cars. Get over it."
Oh, that's so funny. And it became a T-shirt.
Yeah, with a serious face, like, "I got one wife and 150 cars. Get over it." Like,
Yeah. Oh my God. That's so funny.
it's so normal.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Well, Jay Leno is it's like a, what do you call it? A legend in the car community, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I love
A
it.
living legend. That's
Yeah, definitely. And I love that he's just so, listen, regardless if it has 2 wheels, 3 wheels, 4 wheels, or
Doesn't
some 18 wheels,
if he had wheels, he got it.
he just loves it. He's not biased. He's not racist against any kind of how many wheels on a car, but he just loves. So even if it's not his brand or his favorite, he still enjoys it and loves it because it's a vehicle to get you to point A to point B and enjoy the ride, to live that joy. So that's what I love about it.
All right, so is it time?
Are you ready to go for a ride?
I was ready since yesterday.
Hold on. You gotta know one thing though.
Oh no,
Oh, hold on. Pulling out cash too.
I'll ride passenger first.
Passenger first?
Yeah.
No. Well, remember, before you drive, I gotta get a hug.
That's
All right.
so proud of you, man.
Oh, awesome. There you go. Let's do it. This car is, the hugger shit. After no. Oh no, you got it. This car has everything. We've got customs. I love that.